Grand Rising. Block that shit. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. After the chain of the events that we have had, and especially the readings that we have had yesterday, and then what has recently happened with the Elizabeth, I put on my motherfucking turquoise. I was like, if we're getting ready to activate, I know where I come from. So let me go ahead and put in my indigenous bloodlines birthstone that I know. Turquoise. For anybody that, it don't matter what Indian you are in the United States, turquoise is the birthstone for indigenous beings in the United States. I was gonna say, get ready to say something, but I ain't gonna say it. I'll leave that for like build a nation by word of mouth. But one thing, when I was younger, again, I'm 40, so I got to see a lot in my day and time, and when I grew up and where we came from. And again, where I'm from, it was a Indian reservation. I don't give a fuck what San Angelo, everybody else. We had a alarm going off the first of the month. It's the first of the month. They had a sirens going off at the Air Force Base. Once you grow up and you start understanding, you start learning outside of the stuff that they gave you, you start paying attention to everything, right? Everything starts making sense in another level outside of the level that they tried to brainwash you or dumb you down in. And where I was from, it was a lot of Caucasians that would wear turquoise. And it was something that they would keep, and they would pass it down generations, right? And then while my people are stuck in getting gold because we couldn't afford gold because of where we come from. So once we got a job, the first thing that we needed to do, because we didn't understand what these stones was, they have manipulated and brainwashed us and removed us from what this shit really means and how beneficial it is for us. But gold was something that my people had it was like candy in a store. You got to go buy change. You got to go do this. You got to do that. And then once it was in the gold, we catching up. We trying to catch up to the Caucasians. But not knowing that their grandparents, which is them $5 Indians, had already hooked them to how to heal themselves and make them more smarter, mentally, physically, as well as emotionally, when your grandparents is handing you down jewelry like this that has to do with stones. Again, I know where I come from, right? And I know the system and everybody that was around me. I got to do a lot of things. I was always that black girl that got to hang out with everybody else, and it caused me to learn. During the cafeteria, if me and somebody got into it at my table, I'm over here with the white people the next day. I'm over here with the preps because I played sport. I was the athlete. So everybody got to know Rasha when I was a child. I didn't stick to just one color, one situation. When I wanted to move around, I went over there with the skaters. I went over there with the Gok people. When I wanted to move around, I'm over here hanging out with some of the Hispanic people that I played sports with. So I'm learning a lot when it comes to just being around different people. And then the geeks, I was out there with the geeks too, because I had the glasses, so you fit in. So I have always expand my horizons, not understanding why I was expanding my horizons when I was younger, to help me understand who I am and what type of system they had us in when it comes to manipulation. I was quiet, I was always, when it was school bullies, I was always the one that stand up for people that was getting bullied. Even if you didn't hang out with me, if we was in a class and somebody was sitting there talking bad about you and they constantly picking on you, I was the one that always stood up to defend that person. That's a lot. And that's another way that I gained a lot of friendships, even boys. I was sitting there defending boys. There's a lot of my brothers, homeboys, that they, whenever they get in the fight with some people that was my age or boy age, they would come and run and get me. I'm going to go get Rasha. I'm going to go tell and get Rasha. And we in middle school. So just imagine the weight that I had on my shoulder back then. You see what I'm saying? So it was just like, but me not understanding that it was part of molding me to who I am now. So it's a lot of things that comes, that those puzzle pieces that you lost a long time ago, you putting those puzzle pieces together perfectly. Even if you lost something, it's always going to come back. And then you're going to always learn something of why you lost that information, or why you couldn't remember it, or why it's not going the way that it needs to go for you. Right? So grand rising, hopefully everybody's doing good. It's a lot going on. Again, thank y'all for all the love and support. Thank you for keeping me updated with anything that falls out of the treasure box. The energy is changing for sure, right? A lot of where we are, they have a lot of, I feel like there's getting ready to be some hurricanes. I think that they said there's hurricanes. It's like 4 hurricanes set up. So again, a lot of y'all could be getting rain and all that stuff. The geostorm, again, I told y'all, yes, last night it will make sense from what came out of the treasure box from last night, when I kept saying the Atlanteans and the water people. Y'all got to be prepared, because I feel like there's going to be some water battles that's getting ready to get extreme. It's not going to be like, it's going to get closer to land. It's not like where it's in the water where, you know, the only people that can get there is the Coast Guards and the helicopters and shit. It's supposed to start being, so y'all, you know, like how they have the movies where they have swamp monsters coming out of the motherfucking water and they going into cities and shit. It's going to be there's going to be one location that's going to have an experience like that. Okay. And that's where us, as these star seeds that are developing and understanding that what's going on, it's going to be time for you to step in your position. And like I said, just know changes is coming. It's a lot of changes that's coming, and a lot of shit where people gonna have no choice but to acknowledge that that shit is going on. Okay. So we got 142 in the chat. We got 65 likes. Let me get into the chat and get out of my Instagram. Let me get in the right account. Hold on. Same thing with the Asians and the Chinese. They wear jade. Their stone that they know that they need to have for their bloodline to help them ascend is jade. They know that. And then they know also, just like how we wear these evil eyes, for them to have that red band around their child when they're younger. They know that. So like I told you, these are people that have ancient knowledge of what to do to help their bloodlines when it comes to the DNA activations and prosperity and wealth and, you know, getting outside of the illusions. They already knew that. They already knew that. That's how they got ahead. And then right now, when it's crucial for you to wear this shit, they want to call you a motherfucking witch and outcast your ass out of the fucking circle and the family line to tear. Just understand how deep the manipulation is of how they sabotage his bloodlines. And anybody like that's meant to be somebody big, like you have to understand what they really got you in. People don't understand. Why am I not progressing? I told you it's way deeper than what you think it is, homie. It's way deeper than what you think it is. And until you start pointing out the motherfucking puppets on what they did to keep you stuck, you ain't never gonna understand it. They didn't have the motherfuckers in the mines for nothing, bro. Okay, so treasure box reading for the collective. Let's see what is the way that these cards flipping out. Okay, so let's see. So the ones over here, I'm going to see those as real important. We're going to see what those is. They didn't want us to flip them over yet. So it says, I make you think I don't want you. So there's somebody, your masculine, your feminine playing this. She's playing hard to, it's not she's playing hard to get. He's playing hard to get. He needs to stop doing this shit, because all he doing is, if this is whichever masculine doing this, they need to stop doing this. Because they gonna cause divine feminine, you to fall into somebody else's arms with them playing right now. Again, we are in manifesting energy. So if you are manifesting, if you playing hard to get, you are manifesting that you do not want your divine feminine. Listen to me now. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to hit them straight facts on that, because remember, you in manifesting energy. Your words is power. Your brain is power. The thoughts that you think and the things that you create. So my thing is, like, whoever this is, if they keep playing this, you gonna be gone. Say Yeah playing in the background by Jarquez playing in the background. It says, I'm super picky about the company I keep. So you could be telling your masculine that you super picky about the company that you keep, and he could be saying that too. Okay, somebody does not allow everybody that she meets, or everybody that everybody that she meets, or everybody that he meets comes to their house, right? I don't allow everybody to know my locations and my whereabouts. So I'm super picky about my energy of who I let in, right? To a certain extent. Shit. There was one guy, my last ex, shit, he didn't even know where I lived. Like, me and him was fucking around for the past, 14 years before me and him got in a relationship. And that was his first time whenever me and him got in a relationship, which was not too long ago, 2 years ago. It was the first time he ever been in my house. I have always went to his house. He never knew where I stayed, none of that. So this was like the first time. So stuff like that, you super picky about who you allow in your area. Okay, there has to be something about this person, or even when you're dating a person, it has to be something that catches your attention when it comes to this person. Okay, it says my family is the one that's hating. So his family or your family this is the masculine's card. So your masculine's family is the one that's hating on y'all's relationship right now, which is causing this masculine to make you think that you don't want him. So his family is gonna be the reason why he lose you. It says, I need to correct my mistakes when it comes to you. So this person knows that they need to correct their mistakes when it comes to you. Because again, they let they family hate on y'all. I feel like with the way that I'm stuttering over my words, I feel like when your masculine wants to talk, let's say if he's in a debate with his family members and friends, whenever he wants to say something, they talk over him. And so he never gets to get everything that he needs to say out. And that has been a problem as well, is what I'm hearing. So he's like one of those that instead of him arguing with them or him feeling like he is disrespecting somebody, he would let them talk. But when he does that, you should never, as a God, allow somebody to overtalk you. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you know you are a God and you are having a conversation with people that is underneath you, and you don't want to hear that. Like I said, we gonna hit it this. If you walk in this God life and you know that you should never allow a person to overtalk you if you are in front of somebody. Now, if it's a conversation with two gods and two pharaohs, that's different. But when it's, you know that you are above that person. Like I told you, if you want to be in this energy, you got to walk that shit 24/7. That's why I can't deal. That's one thing about with me. I will walk away from my masculine before I deal with this shit with their family. Because I will already, conversations that I have with them, I don't give a fuck if you his mama, his auntie, his grandma. If you gonna disrespect me just because my grandma taught me how to talk to y'all, she said, regardless of their age, if they can't respect you, You ain't got to respect them back. And that's my grandma, my mama that told me that. I will walk away. I'll let you deal with that shit by yourself until you understand that your ass is in a family vertex and you better start pointing them motherfuckers out as labels. Because all they doing is hindering you and stopping you from moving forward. If you know you a god. Make it make sense. Just wait till you see who. Okay, so this is, they said this is the good part. This is the banger, okay? So it says, just wait till you see who all went against you. So yeah, people double teamed you, collaborated, people that you possibly had open your heart chakra up, because again, family members is in the mix. You getting ready to see who all it is that went against you. It says, I said my goodbyes to him. So you, divine feminine, telling your masculine that you said your goodbyes to, possibly you have an ex that's trying to come back. And this masculine possibly thinks that you and this ex probably have something still going on. But again, your ass is over here making you, listen to me. Now we finna have this straight so you can understand what I said earlier. If your ass was not over here making me think that you wouldn't want me, this ex would not be coming back up. Let's talk about that. This person's been snooping around. So there's family members and possibly your ex, one of your exes that is snooping around, trying to see who it is that you communicating, because your masculine, that's the main masculine right now, is putting this other masculine in this three wise energy. The three wise men, they always gonna be in three wise men energy. You always gonna have two masculines that's gonna always come behind you. So you better be able to understand that. So you better be on your shit, because there's gonna always be two masculines that's gonna be right behind you, ready for your era and ready to snoop, pick your ass up, because they gonna be over here spying and wondering, damn, is that relationship still good if she ain't left this dude yet? I'm just waiting. You passed the test. So whatever your masculine was testing you on, if the family members was testing you, if he was testing you about your loyalty of your exes, you passed the test. The universe gives you all these fucking tests. Somebody knows that they need to correct their mistakes. And you could have two different masculines that's in this correct mistakes when it comes to you. And a family member of your masculines. One of your family members of your masculines wants to apologize to you, divine feminine. And this person could be the one that's snooping around because they feel like you maybe, okay, now this, I feel like now this other person is seeing why your masculine chose you. And there's a family member of your masculines that's wanting to apologize to you. I don't know who it is yet. We're going to find out. Okay, so let's get to the index cards. We got 254 in the chat. We got 125 likes. And I'm just being for real. If you, there's, man, bro, the game, you got to really know the game that you're in order to be. But again, not everybody's meant to be an original. Not everybody is a god. Not everybody is royalty, but they push the energy as being it because, again, they see, right? But if you are in that energy, you have to live that. You can't be sitting here saying to your girl or your woman or your husband saying, okay, well, I'm a god and I'm a goddess, and then you still over here hollering Jesus. That contradicts everything that you sitting there saying. That don't make sense. Like it don't make sense. It don't make it make sense. How? And until y'all show me where Jesus' motherfucking temple and his body is, like they pulling out these motherfucking Egyptian tombs, y'all can't tell me shit. That man don't motherfucking exist nowhere. He ain't, all the motherfuckers that they have in that bottle, where is their graveyards at? Where are they buried at? All I see is Egyptian tombs getting pulled up, and they was way here, way before they was. That book was created. Make it make sense. Someone is coming forward. So like I said, that could be that the cousin or whatever. That's somebody, a family member, whoever it is that wants to come and tell you they sorry. Okay. What karmic doesn't try to be you, divine feminine? Like, we all know that. Okay, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Hit that notification bell. Select all. We have 263 in the chat. We got 137 likes. Okay. I don't see no motherfucking Jesus or no David or no Joshua or Jacob or all them names that they got. I don't see them motherfuckers getting pulled up and getting displayed and motherfucking Creole Cairo or and put in motherfucking things. They having motherfucking parades and shit with these motherfuckers in tanks and shit. Come on now. If y'all ain't never seen them do they little fucking parades when they pulling us up out of these motherfucking grounds and how they doing, that shit look like it's the motherfucking Olympics. When they first start the shit off and they lighting the motherfucking torch and shit, that's how they celebrations and shit is over there. But they got your ass over here celebrating Christmas to get broke. Bro, this shit is ridiculous, okay? It's ridiculous. I'm just saying, common sense is hard to come by now these days. It really is. It says a chef was involved with something. So you could be a chef or you could have been involved with a chef. Or a chef could be very significant to something. It says a church choir member. So if there is a church choir member and their profession is a chef, you better pay attention. Okay. It says the karmic tries to be you. So there is a karmic copycat that's trying to be you. Someone is coming forward. So there could be somebody that's coming forward, which could be a karmic that has been mimicking you, a church member or a chef that could be coming forward towards you. It says they can't shift you and they know that. And that's one reason why these motherfuckers is mad. They cannot shift you regardless of what they do. They can't shift shit. Flash. So if you ain't never watched the TV series, which is Flash, off of Netflix, or it's on Netflix, I know that, but watch that TV series. So there could be something that has to do with time, again, racing, A lot of that is going on with that TV series with him going back into time. So there's a lot of things that happen as far as, again, they can't shift you. So even if they try to go back in time or try to go back or go forward, they still can't shift you out of your purpose. Okay, so it says they can't take your crown fitted just for you. So they can't take your crown. It's fitted just for you. Shit, they try to give you a motherfucking decoy in this bitch. And they try to do the same type of blueprint as you, and they still can't give that bitch the crown that you deserve. A retail worker, so there's a retail worker that could be involved in a certain situation. It says always something with the karmic, so there's always something with the karmic. With your masculine, they ain't happy as how he make it seem. There's always some shit going on. It says someone has to move out, so somebody has to move out. Or this could have been happened. There could have been a masculine that moved in with a karmic. It says what works for you works for you. So what works for you and nobody else. Springtime. So something could have happened during the springtime or getting ready to happen this next springtime. One of your biggest enemies. So you getting ready to find out who one of your biggest enemies is. The thrill is gone. So the thrill is gone between the karmic and your masculine. Somebody's getting ready to get public recognition because, again, you got a crown that is fitted just for you. It says you are stronger than you think. So you are stronger than you think. It says this person knows you would sacrifice them. So there's people that's scared and shit right now because they know they fucked up. And they know right now it's sacrifice time. This person knows you will sacrifice them. It says you trusting your ancestors was the best thing to do. So you trusting your ancestors was the best thing for you to do. When even if you got put out, outcast, talked about, you still being connected to your ancestors worked out in your favor. Again, you getting ready to get public recognition. They can't shift you because you got your ancestors that's on your motherfucking back. They need to go watch. Okay, so if somebody don't understand, okay, so I'm just hearing something. If somebody does not understand like how psychics or like anybody that work with the unknown, how it works, that movie, that TV series, Umbrella Academy, one of the children, the 7 children, he was a psychic and he dealt with spirits. And at the end of it, almost at the end or the middle of the TV series, his gifts unlock. And he's able to do a lot of shit that they can't do. So y'all need to pay attention to that. If you ain't watched that or you trying to understand how psychics work and them being in tune with their ancestors and what all the capabilities, watch that TV series. It's called Umbrella Academy. And one of the gifted 7 that was a part of that, it was a psychic boy. It says she just don't do it like you. So she just don't do it like you. Again, the thrill is gone. With the karmic, there was a divine partner set up. So I'm just saying, paying attention. The thrill is gone with your divine partner. So divine partner is same-sex relationship. It's crazy because the psychic man was same sex. He's bisexual. He goes both ways, but he prefers men, but he goes both ways. Okay. So divine partners represent same-sex relationship, man on man, woman on woman, interracial relationships. So different colors, bloodlines, black and white, Asian and white, black and Asian, Mexican and black, and so on. And then different bloodlines. So like how I was saying earlier, regardless of what indigenous tribe that you come from, like for example, you could be Cherokee and it could be Apache. Y'all, it's different bloodlines. So a different divine partner set up. So somebody set up your divine partner and set you up. It says divine masculine thinks there is someone else divine feminine is messing with, or if you into women, it could be the woman situation. You could have had a woman situation where it was a divine partner set up. Divine masculine thinks that there is someone else divine feminine is messing with. Yeah, so because he over here playing this motherfucking mind games. Because he over here dealing with this karmic where the thrill is gone. She just can't do it like you. And then you over here thinking that just because you in that energy, I'm over here in this energy too. It's about to be that way in a minute because you got an ex over here trying to pedal back over here. Better get in line real quick. It says threaten to burn down your house. So somebody threatened to burn down your house. Oh, here we go. A numb hoe full of drugs. So your masculine could have left you for a numb hoe that's full of drugs that could have threatened to burn down your house. It says, I know I treated you wrong and I can't take it back. So remember that one card said, I need to correct my mistakes with you. So this person knows that they treated you wrong and they can't take it back. It says, this is some X-File type shit. So yeah, this is some X-File type shit. So like I told you, there's flash energy here. That you got a karmic that's trying to be like you. No telling what type of karmic this bitch is. No telling what her species is, and no telling what they put in her. Okay? So if she does go here, it could be go here where she over here threatening to do this. It says a happily ever after us. Just think about the movie Us. A happy ever after, big changes. So somebody getting ready to go into a happy ever after. It's getting ready to be big changes. Okay, it says mad at you because you're so different. So somebody's mad at you because you're so different. You got a lot of haters that's mad at you because you're different. You were made to be different for a reason. Because you got a motherfucking crown that is fitted for you that cannot be taken. So you are going to be different from the rest. Okay, so it says someone is ashamed. So it could be a family member or this karmic or an enemy could be ashamed. Or that could be your masculine because he left you. He said, and then it says your divine masculine was in a relationship with a stud couple. Divine partner set up. So your divine masculine was in a relationship with a stud couple. That would still be a divine partner set up. Wants to be seen with you publicly now. So this person wants to be seen with you publicly now. Again, public recognition. So I feel like divine feminine, since your masculine wants to be seen with you publicly now, you're getting ready to get public recognition when it's going to tell the whole world that this masculine is into you because your masculine possibly has not been seen with other women, hugging them, kissing them, and stuff like that, holding hands. This is getting ready to be you. So you getting ready to be put in the spotlight, and that crown that your masculine getting ready to give you is getting ready to be shown. You got 307 in the chat. We got 173 likes. It says divine masculine is realizing you changed. So your masculine is realizing that you changed. And then it says divine masculine feels that divine feminine is going to leave him. So this masculine, I don't know if you got two different, you do have two different masculine energies here. I feel like somebody is a bit bipolar. Okay, and they need to get it together. They better go do something. They need to open their mouth. This is what this person needs to do. If this person is feeling like that you gonna leave and all this other stuff, if he's involved with somebody else, he needs to have a conversation with you. It says you're in your bag, so you ain't paying attention to your masculine. You ain't worried about nobody else. You in your bag. You worried about getting your money. Raising your bank account. Shit. Your masculine could have met this karmic around springtime or met you around springtime or something significant could have happened in springtime. Okay, so we got 326 in the chat. So let's get the names. Let's do this. Okay, it's not as heavy no more. So one flew underneath the bed. I'm gonna grab some more. Somebody could have switched it up on you without no explanation and end up not getting anything better than what he left you for nothing that was better. Okay, so first name is Shantea. Yabara. Keziah. Dorothy. Vaisha. Little Bit. Jason. Rios. Clark. You got 2 C's back to back. Conley. Amy. Raquan. Castrillion. Eric. Carter. 2 C's again. A lot of C's coming out. Byton. Grimes. Sawyer. Braylon. Nancy. Nettie, 2 N's back to back. Guerra. Branche, 2 B's back to back. Moore. Geneva. Liana. Iffy. Nigeria. Kesha, which is the celebrity. Giovanni, Honey, DiMaggio, Mitchin, 2 M's back to back, Dean, 2 D's back to back, Fitzgerald, Perez, Durrell, Pena, Rozzy, Tiffany is how you pronounce it. V, DJ, 2 D's again. Amon, Koldoff, another K. Leon, Nolan, Molly, Bam, Tiara, Kern, Ezekiel, Shields, Brandis, Jody could be a girl name or boy name. Chief, wow, okay. Chief, Marcella, Tierra, Aisha, Dewana, Charlene, Hudson, Bueno, Dunbar, Pete, Randolph, Moeller. This is some motherfucking X-File type shit. Moeller, Zahara, McDonald, 2 M's back to back, Carly, and Spawn. It says, I know I treated you wrong and I can't take that back. It says divine masculine thinks that there is someone else divine feminine is messing with. It says a numb hole full of drugs. It says someone is ashamed. It says a happily ever after, big changes. It says wants to be seen with you publicly now. It says your divine masculine was in a relationship with a stud couple. It says divine partner setup. It says mad at you because you're so different. It says you're in your bag. Divine masculine feels that divine feminine is going to leave him. Divine masculine is realizing you changed. Threatened to burn down your house. This is some X-File type shit. It says they can't take your crown fitted just for you. Public recognition. One of your biggest enemies. Always something with the karmic. The thrill is gone. Once what works for you works for you. She just don't do it like you. You trusting your ancestor is the biggest. You trusting your ancestor was the best thing to do. They can't shift you. Springtime. Someone is coming forward. This person knows you would sacrifice them. Retail worker. Flash. Someone has to move out. The chef. So we had chief and chef. It says church choir. So this could have been a church choir member. So, but it says church choir member, and it says the karmic tries to be you. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share, and you have a great day.